Hey everyone, how you doing? I am Mark, and I am back with Path of Exile Betrayal. We are on episode 10, and we are heading to the Scepter of God. This is where we're going to fight the last boss of Act 3. So, slow but steady progress. I did do a little bit of gear upgrading. I enchanted these boots, and I didn't actually put the gem I wanted to put in there so I'm going to pop back to town really quickly. Could have sworn I had that. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we now have a 4-link for our primary skill, Spell Totem, Glacial Cascade, Controlled Destruction, and Concentrated Effect. That'll give us a boost to our damage, Concentrated Effect, more area damage, but less area of effect, which is fine. It's a good trade-off for us. Okay, now let's head out to the Imperial Gardens. And all we're looking for at this point is the entry to the Scepter of God, which we found before and opened with the key we got when we killed Piety, but we need to find it again. And usually it's along this edge somewhere and relatively easy to find. Okay, we are heading into the Scepter of God. And the Scepter of God is a little bit like the Voll Pyramid at the end of Act 2. There are multiple levels within here.
Every stone placed for the glory of God. Beautiful.
Yeah, Mr. Templar, it's beautiful, all right. And there's a statue to Malachi here. And there's John already, so we have an encounter. So let's go ahead and do our Syndicate Lab run here. And as we know, these are just go in, kill everyone inside, and prevent them from breaking all these items in here.
Stay down, Haku.
Alright. And we got them both pretty easily. When your build finally comes together, it's always a good thing. So let's talk to these people real fast.
Do it. You're no stranger to murder. Just make it quick.
We don't know anything about Aisling, so I'm going to go ahead and interrogate her. And
no,
she dropped
not again.
Junk.
Please, not again.
I do not wish to join my ancestors just yet, Exile. In Na Makanui, our treaties mandated that an offering of peace be witnessed by a third. I wish for peace. Will you choose our witness?
Let's go ahead and interrogate him too.
Your body is strong, Karui, but the cell will test your mind.
Alright, and we are ready to go and move on. And I'm going to try and pick up the pace on doing those just because we've seen a bunch of them. We kind of know what they're doing. And unless I find out some more information on how they work, they get a little repetitive. So these guys have a proximity shield that you have to do damage to them from inside the shield, which is why I'm throwing the totems at their feet. There's our way up. And we will continue on our way. So there's two sort of subfloors in here, each with multiple floors. And we're on the lower of the two floors. There's also a waypoint in here, which I believe is on the top of the 3rd floor of the lower level, which is, we're in the lower level, so we need to go up one more level to find the waypoint. Alright. We have found the stairs up. I'm going to go ahead and level our gems. And I believe this level should have our waypoint. And it should have stairs to the next sort of section of this dungeon. I see our waypoint up there. And we have a letter we can read, so let's see what this has to say.
My dear Chitters, the Empire has lived in fear and ignorance since its inception. Our Asmiri ancestors, in their arrogance, turned their backs on the lessons of the Vow. The emperors before you lacked courage, lacked vision, paying lip service to eternity while scrabbling for approval and comfort within the prison of their meager mortal lives. You are not one of those emperors. You are Chitters the Great, the man who will make this empire truly understand the meaning of the word eternal. We shall build this thaumatocracy together, my emperor, gem by gem, immortal by immortal. Your devoted servant, Malachi.
Okay, so Malachi is the power behind the throne. And I'm taking a wild guess that our stairs are over this direction. And there they are. So we are going into the upper scepter of God. And the layout's pretty much the same, you know, as sort of this ruined tower. So I'm going to go ahead and work my way through this and see what we find. I don't believe that's going to go anywhere, but I could be wrong. Yep, there's our exit. So we're off to upstairs. And again, I believe there are 3 levels to this part of the tower. And just to show you, we are on a tower. You can actually go out on these balconies and look way, way down. And the overall map shape is kind of a tower shape. That's the previous level we were just in. So when they have maps that have sort of sub-levels like this, they're all actually on the same physical map, so you can sneak around on the mini-map and find all the other areas. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this strongbox. And we get a scroll of wisdom. Totally worth it. Okay, this machine is generally a clue that we're headed towards the exit. It always appears. And I see the exit over here, along with an Immortal Syndicate encounter. Alright, hillock us down, which should give us... Yep. Let's go ahead and kill those last few guys over there. See if there's anything good to pick up behind us. There is not.
Making a new friend, I am. We was gonna eat dinner together, bit of a drink, talk about work. Told me a few things already, you know. Let me go, and I'll tell.
You surprised me, Hillock.
Okay, let's go ahead and spend our passive point if I remember where we're going with this. We are going for Area of Effect. So we're going to go this way and then continue up to here. And then we're going to go across, I believe. And here is the top of our machine, and if I remember right, this is actually where you unlock the Scion character class, which is why this machine is always here. And there is our exit to the top of the tower. So the Dominus fight is not too hard. I'm going to throw a portal down just for safety's sake. But we should be able to take him. He has a bunch of different waves of sort of lieutenants that come out before he shows up finally. And they all do different kinds of attacks. Two down. And everything is pretty much dying pretty quick here. Alright, and now we're just to Dominus.
Shrink not from the touch of God.
And you really don't want to get hit by those things.
Die in awe. The touch of God. This world is an illusion, Exile.
And that looks like Dominus is dead, but like many things in Path of Exile, it's a lie. So he has second form, which is really me running in circles waiting for... Oops. Waiting for my totems to kill him.
By exiling me, you were my genesis, Dominus. And now here I stand, countless miles and murders later, honored to be your revelation.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. When Dominus puts up that golden shield, you have to stay within it because there's blood rain outside that will kill you. Which is why you basically run in circles around the new Dominus.
You have mounted the summit of the Empire, not a cockroach. You have crushed the Bug Emperor and wiped his maggot dreams from the skin of Wraeclast. Dominus exiled you, naked and alone, unto the palm of death. But you would not die, would you? No. No. You cuddled death, promised it the world, made it your disciple, and so generously shared it with all your fleeting friends here in Wraeclast. Not once did you forget what you were. Not a cockroach feeding on the corpse of a dead empire, like the pest you crushed as you walked. A man, The sort of man that planted the seed of this empire right here in San so long ago. What teetering and twisted life it still holds dear, this land owes to you, Templar. Of course, there will be more. You know that, don't you? Emperors. Avaricious little pests scrabbling to steal the legacy of their betters. Unless we burn that legacy, sear its infection from the flesh of existence. Go north, my lovely Unbug. Go to Highgate, to the beginning of the end. Dive headlong into the nightmare sea. Catch and roast yourself a nice big fishy.
Okay, Lady Diala, back again. I am going to just go through to the exit. And we can run along here and go to Highgate.
Wash away my sins and baptize me anew.
But I want to run back to Sarn for a second. And just see if anyone has anything to say. No, no one really cares about Dominus, apparently. Marmoa does.
To kill a man like Dominus. That's an accomplishment worthy of Kaum, my greatest ancestor. Were we in Namakanui, I'd make you a Makanga, an honored warrior. But we are not in Namakanui. We dwell in a city of death, and my respect is all the honor I can bestow on you.
And no one else really cares.
There is nothing else.
There you go.
Even Marmoa knows it. Alright, I'm going to sell off some stuff. Or keep some stuff if it proves useful. Okay, let's go ahead and head on to Act 4 and make our way to Highgate. And curiously enough, we have this Nico's Fuel quest. I unlocked that on my other character, so I guess that's a global quest. Not what I was expecting. Monster level here is 33. We are 36, so I should be running past some of this stuff. Okay, here is the boss fight for the aqueduct. Which is basically the giant bird that jumps up and down a lot and then dies. Relatively easy fight. We shall continue on our way. And we should be getting close to the exit into Highgate shortly. And here we are in beautiful downtown Highgate. And we have some new people to talk to while we take our city tour.
We opened the gates to you for two reasons only. Dominus and piety. They made themselves our enemies. You made them dead. Now, Oyan believes there is a third reason. The beast is our enemy. Perhaps you can make it dead as well. Dominus was High Templar in Oriath, was he not? Your god needs to be more careful when he chooses his servants. Then again, perhaps he learns from his mistakes. We shall see.
Okay.
I'm watching you.
My Lord Templar, I can't tell you how good it is to meet a man so willing and able to put the Order back on the road to faith.
Oh my god, Padaris!
Vanya,
I've just seen too many foul deeds done in the name of faith.
Committed by those who talked of God while they acted for themselves.
Fine, Pataris. Fine.
This is the entrance to the mine, and it's sealed, and I bet you can guess what we're going to end up doing. This is Nico, which is one of the new masters, who we have this quest from, and since we've already talked to him on another character, he's probably not going to tell us anything useful. So let's talk to Lady Diala.
The time has come, not a cockroach, to crawl up into the bowels of this nightmare, traverse its innards, and rip out its corrupted heart. Oyun will help us. Go on now. Hobnob with the Maraketh matriarch. Learn what needs to be learned, and quickly. There's a filthy darkness down in that mountain, and it's reeking with impatience to meet you.
I always like Lady Diala. But let's talk to Oyun.
Whether it is our gods or your god who have brought you to Highgate, the consequence is the same. You believe blindly in the divine, and a blind man is never lost in the darkness. You will kill the beast within the mountain. Lady Diala has told me this. She has much faith in you, Templar. The question is, can we Maraketh share in her faith? Sekema Deshret sealed the mines, trapped the nightmare within its black den. The beast should never have been imprisoned. The beast should have been destroyed, yet for all her ferocity, it seemed that Deshret lacked the courage to do so. And now, after 2 centuries guarding this hole in the ground, this Akara lacks the strength. But you are not Deshret, and you are not one of us. You will succeed where we have failed. Deshret's banner will break the seal and open the mines. It was taken from her when she fell to Voll, the brittle emperor. Take the stairs to the southwest. Descend to the dried lake. You shall have no trouble finding the brittle emperor. You'll smell him before you see him. Bring Deshret's banner home, and you will be free to pass into the darkness as you wish.
Okay, I guess we know where we're going next. Let's talk to Tasuni over here, and then we're ready to move.
I am Tasuni, he who peers into the gloom, who hears the black hearts that thunder within the mountain deep. If you seek enlightenment, find a torch. If you seek to understand the nightmare, I can help feel your way through the darkness. Your holy mantle is stained with the blood of the countless, Templar. A sacrifice worthy of a god. Just not to the god you had in mind.
Okay, he's all mystic. Alright, before we head out, I'm going to go ahead and sell some things. And we are in the dried lake.
I'm sorry, God. We must learn not to abuse your creations.
And I see we have an Einhar beast over here, so let's go ahead and kill that.
Up you go, little beast! Away!
Easy enough. And we've got 4 more to kill in here, so we will keep an eye out for those. Bestiary was not a league I played a lot of, so I'm not super familiar with all the mechanics of beast crafting. They got rid of nets, that's all I really care about. The nets were annoying when you had to do them manually. And we have a caravan over here which we need to go and stop before it gets away. And we're killing an Einhar monster in the middle of the caravan. And I think we got... oh no, we got another person back here.
It can't have it. So says the eternal it.
Oh, that's interesting. It that fled. I really wish they fixed that Jun bug. Let's talk to Hillock.
Want a friend, I do. Sit in my room, bashing my hammer, talking to myself, getting angry. With a friend, maybe I wouldn't hurt people no more. Will you help me find a friend?
Okay, Hillock, we're gonna bargain with you.
You surprise me, Hillock.
Nothing else there really useful. Grab that because it's fairly small. And we will continue our search for Beast Mastery Beasts and for Voll. This is a nice boss that summons all the monsters. Alright, got it. Alright, we did get a good enchant there. We can create a unique jewel, and this build actually uses a couple of unique jewels, so I may have to investigate that and see what we can do with it. None of this armor is particularly useful, but I'm going to pick up a bit just so we have some currency. And we will continue our search. We need to find one more beast for Einhar. Okay, that book there is usually a sign of Voll's base, so let's head that direction. Yeah, that's going to be Voll. Yeah, you can hear him yelling in the background. Ouch. Picked the wrong time to run past him.
You are free now, Voll. Go with God.
And now he's dead.
I am no beast
Oops.
of burden.
Picked up too much junk. We'll get rid of that. Pick up the banner. Einhar still wants us to find another beast. We need to level our gem. And we need to go ahead and take our skill point here. Blast radius, which gives us both area of effect increase and increased area damage. Let's listen to Voll's confession, and then we can head back to town.
I vowed to care for this empire with my eyes open. I lied to my people. I lied to myself. Blinded by my lust for purity, I placed my faith in the most corrupt of men. I watch now as my legion dies, their flesh melting from their twisted bones. They fall and rise. A tide of mortal death and eternal damnation. I feel it now in my own flesh. The heat, the corruption. I have failed you, my empire of purity. Do not forgive me, but please, I beg of you, survive me.
Okay, so Voll was a zealot. I am going to go ahead and run back along this just to see if we can find that last beast for Einhar. Oh, Silver Flask. That is useful. Maybe. Let's go ahead and just run along this north edge. There's probably not anything up here. Nope. Okay.
What is it, Exile?
I can sell off a couple things quickly just to make sure we have enough space for quest rewards. I'm going to go ahead and apply Deseret's banner to the seal.
Ooh, look at that.
And Nico's all happy because now we can go in the mines, and our quest for Nico is to search the mines for a vein of voltaic sulfite. And voltaic sulfite is the currency you use to explore the Delve, which is great fun because I really like the Delve League. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Lady Diala.
The rapture is our hope, our desperation. It will set the nightmare to boil, cook that nice big fishy in its own whining brine. Listen with all of your ears, not a cockroach. The rapture was Malachi's most wondrous creation, the only fire hot enough to burn the beast from existence. And its fuel? A gemling queen. Blood and flesh and gem. Yet my selfish self did not want to burn away, and so the fire was but a tiny spark. The spark of a cataclysm. I am sorry, my love, my Malachi. Go to it, not a cockroach. Find the rapture. Make me sorry no more.
Okay, so Malachi was going to use Lady Diala to power some kind of spell or machine or process that was going to kill the beast in the mountain. I suspect we're going to see a dark end for Lady Diala. Let's talk to Oyon.
The gate is open, and the darkness calls. Good hunting, Cursebreaker.
And we have a choice of golem gems to take here. And to be honest, I don't remember which one we want. I think we want lightning because that's increased attack and cast speed. That's physical damage reduction. That's crit and accuracy. I'm 90% sure we want the lightning golem, but give me a minute and let me see whether that's true or not. Okay, I was correct. We do in fact want the lightning golem. And I can go ahead and just stick that here for now. And we can move on. Talk to Tasuni because he's going to give us another quest.
The gate is open, and now I hear her voice as clearly as if she was sitting right here with me. Words of a dead woman, reverberating up from the depths of Highgate. A spirit chained, yet not enslaved. Tortured, yet unbroken. That dead woman is Deseret, and our red Sakema longs to return to the dust of her Visteri. Free her, and I shall reward you as my gifts allow.
Okay, so we're going to go down into the mines and free Deseret. And that's a good activity for next time. I do want to do one thing. I want to look back through the old acts and make sure we haven't skipped any quests because it's easy to do. It looks like we're caught up on everything because the only thing we have left to do is the Lord's Labyrinth, which we'll do in the next episode or two. The normal lab isn't particularly difficult, and it's relatively short. That'll probably make a nice episode, just running through that, and that will unlock our Ascendancy on the passive tree, which we can't even look at yet, but basically it opens a little circle of special abilities here, and based on the Ascendancy you choose, you get different extra abilities, and completing the lab gives you the points you spend in the Ascendancy tree. So, for now, I think I'm going to call this episode a done deal. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, Likes and subs are always appreciated. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when new episodes go out. And I will see you next time. Have a great day. Talk to you later.